Oh, hey guys, I'm just trying to click as many times as I can so my competitors on their pay-per-click ads get charged every single time I click. Actually, that's not the case, and in this video, we're going to talk about exactly how to do pay-per-click correctly. You're not going to want to miss this, whether you're in real estate like we are to generate highly motivated seller leads to scale your real estate investment business or any other business. This video is for you. I'm Christian Weatherspoon. We're real estate investing made easy, but for this video, you could just call us pay-per-click made easy. Stay tuned, and it's time to make it easy.
The next one is going to be something, more on the technology side, pay-per-click, right? And so that's like your Google ads, your Google, your Yahoo, your Bing. So all of those places. Now, the reason I bring that up, when I was doing digital advertising, Yahoo and Bing were actually really good because the competition was substantially lower. Because they get less traffic, you have less people that are actually paying to market there. There's a lot of people that what they'll do is they'll just simply pay for Google ads. Right? Well, Google ads are going to show up where?
They're going to show up on Google.
So they're not going to show up on Yahoo and Bing.
No.
Right? Well, there is I think it's about 30%, or at least at the time, it was about 30 to 35% of people would search on sites like Yahoo and Bing. So it's the equivalent of basically pulling a list, skip tracing a list, and only calling mobile phones and not calling landlines, right? You're missing out on a significant portion of that market. So, what most digital marketing advertising agencies will do is they'll take your budget and they'll spread it across Google, Yahoo, and Bing. Now, I'm not necessarily suggesting that. I'm just stating a fact that you want to make sure that you know where your ads are going and where they're not going, and understanding the demographic. Typically, the demographic on Yahoo and Bing are usually going to be sometimes a little bit older, but sometimes more business savvy as well. So there's just differences, between the different platforms and search engines. But Google ads, these are really directly targeted ads, right? So they're leveraging all types of technology, tracking, cookies, all these different things to figure out who to serve that ad up to, right? If you are a person that they have determined would fit that criteria, right? So you've crafted your avatar, so to speak, of who you're trying to reach based on all of this evidence and data that they're aggregating. They determine, okay, you are a person that fits that, and they're going to serve that ad up. Now, the cool thing is it's pay per click, right? So every click, you're paying for that. Now, it's generally not super ridiculously expensive, but it adds up, right? So impressions are how many people have viewed the ad, right? So if an ad gets served up to me and I look at it, right? I just look at it, I don't click on it. That's an impression. The moment I click on it, now all of a sudden it charged the bank account or the credit account on the Google AdWords account for that particular click within a 24-hour period. So if I click that 10 times in 24 hours, it's not going to charge the person 10 times. Now, the cost per lead on those types of ads can be a little costly. It can get up to, $150 to $200, maybe $300 depending on the market that you're in. It can get extremely competitive, and you want to set aside a budget. First off, if you're considering doing it yourself, make sure you know what you're doing, because there's a lot of management that is involved. There's a lot of split testing and measuring, and understanding the results. But generally speaking, if you don't know that world, you're going to want to outsource that to somebody that knows what they're doing. And what you can typically expect is you'll have a management fee, and then you'll have an ad spend budget. And the ad spend budget is just that. It literally only goes to the ad spend. So for example, you could have a $1,000 management fee, and then you could have a $1,000 ad spend. Well, when it comes to Google, right, let's just say it's $100 per click, and it probably isn't, but let's just say it's $100 per click, and you have a $1,000 ad spend and a $1,000 management fee. How many clicks does that get you? 10, right? That management fee is simply to pay for the team that is managing your ads. So just be aware of that. One way or the other, you're paying for that, right? Whether you're hiring somebody and outsourcing it, or whether you're doing it internally and you're taking your own time, how much is your time worth? That's what you have to really figure out. And how experienced in that space are you? But they're great. They're great leads. You know, they're people that are coming to you. They're inbound leads. So it's not convincing them to sell. It's people that are already considering selling. Now, generally speaking, you will get a contingent of people that click through that maybe they've listed their property on the MLS and, you know, they're just trying to see, hey, maybe somebody here might be interested in buying my house. You could get wholesalers that are clicking those ads that are trying to sell their deals to you. You could even get your competition clicking on ads just to, I'm
definitely
gonna
happens,
charge him, you know. But it's not as rampant of a problem as people might think, you know, and they do a pretty good job of like figuring that out. So yeah, I would say, you know, you'll get a fairly higher cost per lead, but the quality lead can be substantially higher.
So one way in which to get a lower cost per lead with PPC, and we've talked about this too, since we invest nationally ourselves, not just having clients nationally to fulfill marketing for them, is to do with PPC on a broader scale. So it has actually, it's going to require more of a budget, obviously, but the way in which we'll approach PPC is to do it in multiple markets, and that gives us, at the end of the day, a lower cost per lead.
Yeah, I mean, you have levels, right? So, you know, if you're only doing deals in Jacksonville, Florida, you're probably not going to want to do a larger reach to like the entire state of Florida, right? If you're doing deals only in the state of Florida, you probably don't want to do PPC that runs the entire southeast corner of the country, right? So it's all dependent on your business. If you're in a position to take on leads in a broader area, then you should certainly consider expanding that PPC ad to that broader area, because it is going to drive the cost per lead down substantially. I mean, we've done different things in Florida, more so in the Facebook space, but it's the same process essentially, just with some subtle nuance differences. Pay-per-click is great, could work really, really well, and I would highly encourage you to try it if you haven't already.
I would say it's just above entry level too. So it's not something that, when Chris was talking about TV ads and radio ads, it's not something that is just about brand awareness. Although it is partly about brand awareness too, because as you continue to search, even those impressions, right? When you see those impressions, you as, say, I want to sell my house locally, you'll see the name, which is another reason why you want to hire a company to do this for you if you just really have no idea, because they will know what phrases to use, what keyword research to get, so that you're paying the least amount as possible, but you have the most eyes and most impressions. And it's great because you do not pay for impressions. But
and what call to action is appropriate for what you're looking for. And also, like, researching your competition. If you have no experience with pay-per-click, you might not realize that you can literally find every single one of your competitors that is using pay-per-click, and you can see the statistics on what their ads are doing and how those ads are performing. And so, you know, that's like
pro tip.
Yeah, that's a pro tip, to basically jump to the front of the line. It's like, do you want to stand in the long snaky line, you know, Disney World, or do you want to get the fast pass and jump to the front of the line so you can skip everybody else, right? You know, perfect example of that is McDonald's and Burger King, right? McDonald's spends $1 million per location just to research where the location should go. Does Burger King do the same thing?
You tell me. No,
they don't. They just put a Burger King right around the corner or right across the street from McDonald's.
They're the king of burgers, so
why spend $1 million if McDonald's is going to do it for you?
Exactly. Same things with Walmart.
Yep.
And, well, Walmart's the one spending the money doing the research. You know, and as a real estate investor researching your market, which we have a link in the description, a little bit more depth about that. So I'm not going to belabor that research point for your market, but following trends of big business and industry, those are really great ways to research your market to determine where you should go. In the same way, researching your competition in terms of PPC and really any of these marketing methods is absolutely paramount to the success of that marketing campaign. Can it really be that simple? Yes, you can scale your business with pay-per-click ads, just as we discussed. The next topic you're not going to want to miss is Facebook ads, where we can talk about generating highly motivated sellers to scale your real estate business utilizing Facebook ads right here And in this video, we're gonna make it easy.